It was a great week. Of football, college and pro. Our Cowboys disappointed us. You know, our kicker let us down. You know, but other than that, though, I mean, Michigan played good. State even played pretty well. The little brother was out there doing his thing. That was a shot. State
shot
fans.
at me. That's what it was.
Hey, Mike Hart put that out
Shot
there.
at
You
me.
know, I'm a true and blue
Hey,
fan.
I can take it like a shot of liquor.
You take it? All right, good. Well, y'all know who I am. This your boy, Cool C's, in the building. I'm going to turn the mic on to my man, D.Y. Let's hear it.
What's up, family? Talk to talk.
We
Welcome
back.
to the podcast, our weekly podcast where we try to cover some sports and talk some local news and college sports, a little pro football. We got some baseball action. We got all kind of goodies coming, man. And as you know, my name is comedian D.Y.
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 Big blow.
We're going to get silly, too, man.
Yeah.
We're going to get nasty in a minute, though. But before we do all of that, we're going to go to my homeboy and pass it to the techie. And his name is Christian Lomax.
Max.
We call him Low
What up,
Millie.
though? What up,
Lil
though?
Millie.
Back in the building, y'all. We back in another week. You know, glad to be with y'all. Glad y'all with us. Don't forget, follow us at Talk to Talk 313 on TwitchTV.com. Talk to Talk on YouTube, and as always, right here on Facebook. You know, I gotta say what up though again to everybody. You know, my evil twin said Dallas let us down, but kind of sort of. But I take that L because they
played
fought.
pretty good.
Yeah.
They fought. But without further ado, I'm gonna bring my evil twin back in to elaborate on that a little more. My boy, Cool.
See, let's get it.
See?
Oh, but I almost forgot to even mention.
I like that jersey, y'all.
Yeah, that's too
You
much,
like
y'all.
that, boy. You be rocking that Cowboys,
Yeah,
I like it.
Ezekiel. Yeah, even though I in Ohio State, you know, I'm gonna accept him. I'm gonna accept him. I'm gonna accept my what I got. You know, my running back, my RB1. But we forgot to mention the local teams, y'all. The Lions. Lions played. I cut that shit off when they got out of control.
31-10.
It was less. They ain't even had 10. I cut it off. I was like, okay.
It was 31-10 at the half.
Right.
I didn't watch the game. It was on red zone all day for me today. So if they wasn't in the red zone, I didn't see them.
Okay.
I didn't
They
see
wasn't in the red zone.
Yeah,
but
not a
the
lot.
other team-
Yeah, they stayed in the
other
red
team was,
zone.
but they wasn't.
Yeah.
But actually,
The Lions
they
did
come
pretty
back,
good
though.
to make a good comeback. I didn't know they
I don't
made
know
that
what
comeback.
happened either.
I looked at the score and was like, damn, they scored 30 points? How'd that happen? I said, oh, garbage time.
Yeah, it was
Prevent defense,
Right.
you know.
Well, the
You know,
best
run-
thing,
yeah,
the
run
best
the
thing
clock.
that came out of that game to
Exactly.
me, the best
Cover the
thing,
point spread.
Exactly.
the best thing that came out of that game to me, I would say, was Penei Sewell playing that left tackle spot with
Yeah.
Taylor Decker being out. He held.
They
Nick
said
Bosa,
he did.
He held Nick Bosa in check.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was,
yeah, pretty good. And you know it was extra motivation for him to perform against Nick Bosa because Oregon had just beat Ohio State the day before that. So there was a little,
college
battle. Yeah,
rivalry.
exactly. Them young guys.
But you know what? You gotta give credit to the young fella, but I won't give him too much because Bosa is coming off of a severe knee injury.
Exactly.
So he might take a second to get back true to form.
Exactly.
If he get back true to form.
Right.
So that's a lot of.
What's don't give him too many flowers.
But because he looked so bad in the preseason.
Right.
But he didn't look bad yesterday. On Sunday, I give him some credit. I
Right.
give him, he's still young. It's his first game. I don't want to judge him off his first game.
Right. So, okay. With that being said,
So what was the final score with that? Was it like
41-33.
points.
Yeah, because
Okay.
So they had
What
a
was the
shot.
spread? That was
It was 8 points.
see, that's shady. That's shady. That's shady.
Yeah, it was-
I know the good fellas came in like,
Yeah,
Hey, I
that's
took
what
care
we.
of that thing
You said
for
that's
you.
what we do.
I took care of that thing.
That
for
thing
you.
of ours.
I took care of that thing.
Yeah, with the swollen cheeks, the Marlon Brando
That's
cheeks.
funny.
Yeah, but okay. Well, before we get into the games of last week and the predictions for this week, we got to talk about some news that happened after the games. Well, speaking,
Injuries?
we can talk about Aaron Rodgers. He's the main thing. You know,
Yeah.
me personally, I looked at it like I think the guy is in a bad place with that team, and I think it carried on to the field, and that's a bad thing. Based on the fact that you got guys going to war in that game. And, I don't like to use that word too lightly, but, them games are battles. and all the 52 other guys out there playing their butt off, and you out there like, man, I don't even want to mess with these boys.
So you know he had an excuse for that pick six he threw, right?
What was that?
He said he took 2 nut shots from the defensive players.
So why haven't that been word? You know,
he don't wear a cup. Is that what he's saying?
Is that what he
He
said?
told the whole league, I don't wear a cup, guys.
Hit him in hit him in the nuts. That's his kryptonite, which is all our kryptonite. But,
Right.
That'll have your stomach hurt for
right. Just a whisk.
Yeah.
Just a
Man,
don't even get nowhere near that. You know,
Hey, listen,
unless
I'm getting older, man, and I sat on my balls before, and that hurt.
Oh wow!
I'm
Yikes.
just kidding. You know they say you get long.
Right. That was a
Okay,
TMI moment we had.
Hey, I thought we was connected.
We,
no?
hey, what kind of connection you trying to make, brother?
No, not no love connection. Not no love connection. Hell no. Boy, you.
That don't plug in. It just won't work.
Two male ears.
Right, 2 male. They not compatible.
Oh, boy, that was cool.
Well, we did get some good news.
You know, hold on. Before we leave on off of Aaron Rodgers, because I want to say something too. Because Aaron Rodgers, he held out. All right.
Did he held out?
Missed,
camp.
He missed,
he missed. He didn't really play in preseason.
Right.
I don't think he played at all, did he?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, so.
A lot of guys didn't.
But.
90% of the NFL quarterbacks didn't play in preseason. No, not 90. Probably 50. Probably 50%.
At least played a drive.
Yeah, a lot of them did.
At least get a drive.
Well, Dak didn't play at all neither.
Well, Dak was coming off an injury. That's different.
Right, you right.
That's
Because even
different.
Big Ben was out
That's
there.
different.
At that age.
Everybody play at least a
even
drive
Tom
or two.
Brady.
Listen, everybody. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, you right.
Everybody. Because you can't simulate gameplay in practice.
Zeke didn't play neither. What was that about? Not at all.
And he looked like shit too.
I went on that one-on-one move. Like you
I'm
and
just
him.
saying.
Even though Jarwin missed that block,
I'm just saying.
it's still just you and him, Zeke.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Plow into him. What happened to that
We
Zeke?
didn't pay him $20 million a year to pick up linebackers.
What
on
happened
the
to
block?
the Zeke that plows into guys and falls forward?
That guy was not.
I've
there.
been seeing a lot of
I
Zeke
think
falling
it's-
to the ground.
It's important. That's just to my point that I think you have to have some preseason time in.
I don't know if we got enough time on this show today since we got so much to cover. But I'm
speaking on Aaron Rodgers.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
the sidebar, what that is, when we talked about Zeke. Zeke, I think, made a business decision as far as his football career is concerned. He's in preserve body mode, and not saying in like the terms of like a LeBron James or a Russell Wilson when they build these $1 million things to help the body. You know, the investment that he's in the mode that I'm not bruising no more. I'm trying to have a shelf life because the shelf life, we understand by us being veterans in this football stuff. We seen Ty Gurley, we seen Jamal Anderson, you know, we seen
countless.
yeah.
Once they hit 30,
we even had our
Shaun
own guy.
Alexander,
What was our guy? Number 29.
Reggie Bush.
For the Cowboys, 29, 2014. DeMarco Murray.
Yes.
Shelf life. Yeah, that year.
Disappeared.
Yeah. He broke a record for carries.
It's hard to be a running back in the NFL.
It is. And then what my thing with our Cowboys, and I don't want to keep talking about the Cowboys too long, but I got to say this. We need to use Zeke in more ways. I know we got this, supposed to have this wonder kid at offensive coordinator. What's his name? What's that? That idiot.
Hey, look, he was actually a former Lion.
I know. Quarterback. They drafted him. I know. From Boise State.
Kellen
Kellen Moore.
is it?
Yeah, Kellen Moore. And of course, Jerry.
But you know what? I like the play calling. I don't think the offense was the problem.
You know what?
I just didn't like the fact that we got down there and we couldn't score touchdowns.
Right. And that's a problem.
That's a problem.
That's what cost that game.
30-something points, man.
No, we scored 29 and they scored 31. We missed the extra point.
2 field goals too.
Yeah. Well, one. Because the other one was a 60-yarder. You kind of want to. Yeah, 60 they said.
Was it 50?
It was 60.
Okay.
A 60
All
yard.
right, I get it.
Right before the half, too. One of them, who cares? Go for it. Yeah, but the other one, the 31 yard. The other one was a 31 yard. No, the other one was a 31-yarder. So that's like damn near extra point. Because the extra point is like a 35-yard field goal now, I think. But, yeah.
Go ahead. What you got?
Well, my thing is with Zeke, I'm like, the guy made a business decision. He don't want to. You don't want to play 10 years. And then, as far as
he don't look like he has that same fire to play anymore to me. I mean, that's what I saw out of him. Like, I didn't see the desire,
motivation.
Like the team was we were competing, and he was like.
Well, you can't say that because on those blitz packages, he picked them blocks up.
I'm talking about when he had the ball.
Well, we played against the number one run defense. Ain't no
keep that run defense in week 1.
Exactly. Okay.
But you're right.
Good point.
All right.
Keep following that defense this year and see what teams run on them and how they don't run on them.
Right,
That's what happened. And the reason why I brought up Kellen Moore is because word just got out. Nah, I don't want to talk about that. But no, the fact that Dak called out, Kellen Moore just came out to protect himself about people coming at him and say we threw the ball 58 times and ran the ball 18. The fact that he called 28 runs, the fact that Dak was checking out, but they was having them guys in that box. If Dak coming to the line, he checking the line, and he seeing 8 guys, he checking out of that run. And in every play that he checked out of, we averaged 5 yards a play. So that's pretty good checking out, because 5 yards a play is definitely a win.
Solid.
That's a win.
That's solid.
Yeah. But I just had to bring that up because word just got out that Kellen Moore actually called 28 run plays.
More Cowboy news. I don't want to stay on the Cowboys.
Right. Well, let's talk about some Jay-Z and him trying to buy.
Before you left, though, I wanted to say, pay a little homage to my boy, man. DeMarcus Lawrence.
Oh.
You heard about that?
Yeah, the foot.
Broke his foot.
In practice.
In practice, and he out 6 to 8 weeks. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's weird. And guess who else had and fucking Leon Lett got carted off the same day. He's a coach with a leg injury. Yeah. I'm like, we got this cloud over us.
I feel like we cursed like the
the coach of Bobby Lang. Yeah. And you know he's from Dallas.
Yeah, he's from Dallas. I did know that.
Yeah. Wow. I'm like, man, this is crazy.
Crazy.
Our best hope.
Jinx.
Oh my God! Don't tell me that. I got to make it out this life to my grave with another ring. I got to see another celebration, and I don't want to be all decrepit and can't move.
Yeah.
I want to be able to celebrate. I want to be there because if Dallas win a Super Bowl, I don't care what's going on in my life. I'm going to the celebration. I'm going to be part of those million. We are going to be there. I'm going. I don't care if nobody in this world don't want to go. I'm going. I ain't missing this one because I missed them 90s. Yeah, I wish I could have got that. I wouldn't be such a bitter guy, you know. Anybody that know me know that this Cowboy 25-year hiatus we done had is killing me. Yeah, really more on the inside. But I'm gonna let that go. We're gonna talk about some injuries.
Let's go to Jay.
So you just talked. Oh, Jay-Z, yeah. Mm-hmm. So Jay-Z is in a group. I'm hearing reports with Jeff Bezos and trying to purchase the Denver Broncos. I think that's a good move for him, and I think it was in the making when he signed on. You know, when he.
Oh yeah, that was the underlay for the overplay all day. You know, when
he made a business
with
decision.
The Kaepernick thing,
oh yeah,
He said, okay, now what are we gonna do?
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
Okay, we've kneeled.
Yeah,
now
let's move past that.
Yeah,
let's get rid of cap.
Let's get this money.
Let's
capitalize off that.
Yeah.
And hopefully, like he has done some good philanthropy work, where he give back and
and he has got a good.
I ain't gonna condemn him too much, you know what I mean? But it's
and the artists
I'm always rooting for the for the brother.
And he keep artists in that's minorities. You know, he keep a lot of minorities. The artists that he picked for the Super Bowl. Yeah, because that's his job, I think now, as the coordinator.
Yeah. Some halftime show.
Yeah.
And it was something else where he was in conjunction with
like an ambassador.
Nonprofit. To
promote.
Bring awareness to police brutality, or some kind of
something.
With the NFL.
Yeah, some community stuff.
Get no false information.
Yeah, some community stuff.
Community work.
Yeah. What you got, Chris? What you about to say
what
something?
you got,
No,
man?
y'all doing well.
Come on, man.
Well.
Hey, I'll tell you this much. With all the moves that Jay-Z making, man, I wouldn't be surprised if he does land this. You know, because I remember a few years ago he had something to do with the New Jersey Nets. You know, before they went to
and that's a plus.
You know?
But remember, you were speaking on this. We had our Zoom or whatever. You were saying about that felony. Maybe he got a felony on his record.
That he might
got to
be
expunged.
or something
Right.
like that. Yeah,
Right.
Because I want to say that they won't let you vote on the team.
Right. Those 31.
Majority.
Right.
Not the majority owner.
Right.
But y'all said one of the owners of who the Indian guy who he owns.
Oh, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Khan.
So
The Indian guy.
So it isn't like he would be the only minority to stand up and be like, Jay, let's do it.
Well, I would doubt that because I would think all these owners probably got their own little subgroups that they,
They're all billionaires.
Yeah, and the billionaire, those 32 billionaires are the NFL. That's what the NFL is. Them 32 guys. But let's talk about some injuries. Moving on from Jay-Z, his billionaire. He just was vacationing on Italy. $400 million. Yeah, he said the $400 million yacht. He chartering. They call it for $4 million a week. Yeah.
Hey man,
it's a beautiful world, ain't it? It is a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world.
$4 million a week.
Oh yeah. Accommodate 25 people and got 55 servants. Accommodations for those.
He probably got. I wonder how long that thing. It's got to be 250 feet.
It got to be. It got to be. I see. I didn't get. That's the one thing I didn't follow on that story.
And it actually go almost 50 miles an hour.
Right.
That thing fly for a big ship.
Well, I don't think Tiger Woods, whatever he got nothing on this. This is the biggest.
Some of the time.
Right. That it was a dog. Jerry's spent $250 million on his.
34. What is it?
No, $250 million on his. Yeah, Jerry did.
Okay.
And of course Jeff Bezos, he a bigger fish now than Jerry, so he went and got the folk. He said, I wanted everything that every other guy, every yacht that I've been on, I wanted all in mine. And they put it all in his. And gave him
probably got to put couple swimming pools.
Couple. Yeah, man, come on. We
Saunas,
talking $400
spas,
million for this boat.
Oh yeah.
But you call it a yacht.
Super mega yacht.
How dare me? Yeah, how dare me say boat?
Dance hall in the bitch.
Yeah, boat is 50 feet and under.
Right. That's what a boat is. Right.
Yeah. And you actually have to have a different license for that.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like anything under 50 feet, you don't need a license.
Okay.
You have a regular driver's license and operate it.
Right.
Anything over 50 feet,
you got to get a separate.
You have to have a captain's license.
Wow.
You have to be certified. Yeah, you have to be certified.
And for obvious reasons.
But it's not hard. You can go into the Coast Guard station and get the information, or go on the U.S. Coast Guard.
Just like you trying to get a CDL.
Just like when you first buy boats, man. I noticed real quick, there's a lot of new boaters out there.
Right.
And I tell people all the time, hey man, go out, take you a boater class, a boater class and safety class.
Right.
And they'll teach you the waterway. They'll teach you how to read the buoys and the do's and don'ts, just like with a driver's license.
Right.
It's kind of the same rules out there on the water.
Right. Right. So, moving on. Talk about some injuries.
Oh.
The Lions got hit bad.
Yeah.
I think that guy was kind of
Ravens too.
Ravens. They preseason. I didn't recall any injuries in that Monday night game, but prior to that game, they had 3 guys gone.
So all they running back.
Yeah.
Lost the starting quarters.
San Francisco lost their running back against the Lions.
And somebody else too.
Yeah, I can't.
Players.
Yeah.
One was the running back.
Yeah, Monster.
And then the other one was
Raheem Monster. He out.
I thought Monster was already hurt.
Monster played in that game. He got off.
Okay.
Yeah, he had like 100 yards, I think. Yeah, he got down.
I thought he was gonna have a hell of a season.
Yeah, he was.
Like, how did you
Fantasy guys is hurt.
How did the Lions hurt you though?
Yeah.
You got scratched.
You got hit by a pussycat.
Well, y'all know all I do is listen
They arch that back up.
I always listen to 97.1 Ticket. You get in my car right now, that's the station is on. All they could talk about was Jeff Okuda getting going off by his coach on TV and all that other stuff. And then a few plays later, he went out there and tore his Achilles, and he done for the season.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's a tough injury for a corner because of the movements that they got to make. You know, even though Richard Sherman came back from a double rupture. But we talking about Richard Sherman though. He was on a high level as a player, a high level player out there performance wise. this guy Okuda is learning basics. These Ohio State guys be overvalued.
If you look at, I was going to say, well, if you look at him at the value where they picked him and where
third
the
pick,
Seahawks picked
Sherman,
it's not a comparison.
It ain't. Sherman
really
was like a
Okuda
7th-round pick or
was
something.
Highly coveted cornerback coming out of the University of Ohio State.
Because I think the scouts and everybody put too much into the numbers of the characteristics of the physical trait of the guy. Instead of, it's no meter for the heart. You know, nobody can get that. Jerry Jones talked about that on
He's just been injured. I'm ready to question it.
Well, they've been. You know, he got into it with some of his teammates. They was upset with him. He been blowing assignments. The guy he got an assignment to do a play. He cutting off the assignment, and guys running free. Mm-hmm. And you know what? They trying to win. That's what I said about Aaron Rodgers earlier. When guys out there freestyling and doing their way, somebody gonna want to punch you in the mouth. Because, dude, we out here giving our all, and you making us.
He's a Detroit Lion, too. You got to remember, man.
Oh, I'm putting too much stock in it.
You're not winning.
And you know what?
That losing attitude still there.
But not only that, listen, when you talk about Jeff Okuda and how he was coveted like that in college, we can't forget that he had Chase Young on that pass rush most of the time. So he did. So how often did he get tested? Out there, you know what I'm saying?
When you're drafted that high, it's not about, they're not looking at your film.
Right.
They've seen you.
Right.
They've been watching you play
Game
for years.
change.
Okay. What they do is they test you on your physical attributes.
Right.
You know, your individual skills. How fast does he backpedal? Can he turn his hips when he open up both ways? You know, does he have long arms?
Right.
You know, that's what they're looking at. And they obviously. They studied him, and they thought that he was good. They look at his speed. They time him in the 40. They time him as far as, they measure his jumping ability, his ball skills.
Right.
You know, that's what you rated on.
Right.
And he rated high.
And in a lot of these.
Sometimes them guys just don't pan out.
And that's what I was just about to say.
I'm not ready to say that because he's such a young player. But, let me stop.
Well, you got to.
Injuries.
Exactly.
So we really haven't seen.
And then you know the business of football is the investment that's already been put.
We need you to perform.
We have to cut that at some point. And the Lions gonna have to cut that investment because what they invested in and what they got, they gonna have to move on.
Contract, so he ain't getting no money like that.
Well, third-round pick, he getting pretty decent.
I mean, he's decent, but I'm just saying they cut that big money.
I mean, third overall, y'all.
They cut that big money out for the rookies when them guys was getting the mega contracts.
Right. I think Stafford was the last guy.
That's what I'm saying. He's under a rookie contract.
Right.
That's really how teams are building now. They're able to draft a team and keep those guys under the rookie contract so they don't have to.
Right.
That's how Seattle won.
Right.
That's how Tampa Bay won.
Kansas City.
That's how Kansas City won.
Wow.
That's been the remedy.
Hey, wow. The union guy for the NFLPA did them boys a disservice with that deal.
I don't think so. I think what he did is he preserved the veterans.
The veterans.
And that's who you should take care of.
That's what he did.
You should take care of the
always.
veterans.
The seniority guys.
Yeah, them seniority guys.
They put in that work.
They put in that work.
Yeah.
They should
They brought the league to where it's at. Right.
And the young guys are coming in taking their spots. And then a lot of them sitting on the bench.
Yeah. And then that always was
you can't come in. If you coming in playing and taking my spot, that's something different. But if you coming in and you got to learn.
Right. But one thing I always used to have a problem with was that the fact that a guy that never played a down in this league about to make more than this guy.
Exactly.
But at the same time, I look at it this way. Every guy that come in now is what's going to make that kind of money. So when he was...
But you got to prove yourself.
Yeah.
And Jeff Okuda is just an example of why that rule was made.
Yeah.
So now, really, the Lions, the only
ain't on the hook.
Is a draft pick that year.
Right. Basically.
They can still go out and get a free agent because that money is still there.
And then everything.
It'll be freed up next year.
Right. And then it's just like
a 3-year contract for most rookies.
But it's weird though because it's like just like at 4. Mm-hmm. If you work a certain job, that job pays whoever works that job that amount. Right. No matter how much seniority. Right. And now, like, draft picks, they slot it. Like, if you work at the plant, if you work
some
a
jobs
painter.
Are better than others.
Exactly. And seniority gets you them jobs. Right. But in football, though, with this contract, labor agreement, whatever, and anybody that's drafted in those positions is already slotted. There's no negotiation. You might can negotiate maybe some perks or whatever, but that salary is already made.
Yeah, it's a base salary.
Yeah.
just
Even
like
the
for
number one
veterans.
pick. Yeah.
Just like for the veterans too. That's a base salary. Yeah, they get veterans like the older players.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
many time-
If
years
you got
in
so
the
many
league,
years,
yeah,
right.
they can't pay you less than
Right,
this.
accrual years, right. And then, like you say, it's a baseline of what you can't get under.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
you can
And that's
negotiate
fair.
upward.
That's fair, man. You got
It
to
is.
their heart to
It
the
is.
games.
It is.
You know, in a lot of cases, the game didn't take care of him. You saw how he was doing
Right.
with the CTE. That's
Right.
why Zeke is kind of rethinking his whole thing.
That's
A lot
where
of
I'm
players,
at.
Not just him, because I'm trying to think of the guy that retired at the height of his career, kind of recently.
Yeah, I forgot
I'm
too
gonna
his
think of it a little
name.
bit.
Yeah,
But that's just an example
yeah,
of what I was speaking on.
yeah.
You know.
Y'all in the comments, let us know who that guy was.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
because I vaguely remember. I remember that somebody just quit and was like, "Hey, I'm just done.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
trying to walk
yeah,
away with
he was
everything,
good.
all
He
my
was good.
everything in tight."
All my faculties.
Exactly.
I don't have to play like a
Exactly.
box until
And get
you look like
punchy.
Evander Holyfield
Yeah.
out there
Oh
today.
man. Speaking of.
He got knocked out the ring, dog.
Wow.
And he was doing snot bubbles.
Well, we on football. We
Oh,
was gonna get
all
to
right.
boxing.
I'm
We
just-
gonna get
I
to
was-
boxing.
Okay, my bad.
Well, we got.
That's
Well,
all
they
snot
even
bubbles
got
make
Calvin
us
Johnson even made it back in the news with, you know.
You want his money?
Well, he not
What?
He said I
necessarily.
ain't working for it.
Yeah, that's
What?
the thing. He don't.
You know, when he retired, they took away his a partial,
Yes.
which was they right,
Right.
and but
that's
he
why they
but he
such a
saw the
low-class
grapes about it.
organization.
Yeah, but he saw the grapes
Because they
big
did
time.
that with him, and they did
and
it with Barry,
Barry.
too.
Yeah, but both of these guys quit on them too at the height of their careers.
They quit.
They did
quit.
basically. Well, retired, walked away from the game. So they said, "Hey, I'd rather quit than do another year with this." That's
Actually,
that to me as a Lion fan should be hurt.
traded.
He did.
Actually, Barry actually.
I'm sure.
traded.
I'm sure.
The
Calvin.
They
Dolphins,
told
the
him.
Dolphins was,
Yeah,
but they
Calvin
showed
did
it
it
after
for
Barry. They
Stafford.
wanted
Sure
it,
did.
but they did it for Stafford.
They
You're right.
sure
but-
did it with Stafford. That make me even dislike him even more.
Yeah.
Because you got two
Yeah.
first round, first
Yeah.
ballot Hall of Famers that actually
Yeah.
traded to a winner at the end of their career. You turn them down.
Turned them down.
And then you let
Let the-
Sunshine
yeah.
off of,
Let him go
the Titans
back to where he come from.
Go to California.
Yeah, California.
And soak up the California.
Wow.
And that's
Wow.
Just, that's just a
Wow. That's the
example of
nature.
What kind of
Organization.
you have.
Yeah.
That's why you where you are.
Yeah.
And nobody want to come play for
Well,
you.
And
Matthew,
see-
you know we love you.
Nobody
We want
wanna
you to
come
go
play
and
for
do
us.
what's better
Exactly.
for yourself and your family.
Yeah.
Just go ahead.
Well, our
Barry, you retire.
our geographical
Barry was
area.
one of the most quiet guys, classiest guys
Right.
in the organization I've ever had.
That's
Not
one
the
dude
most
that
classiest.
he scores a touchdown,
Right.
don't do no celebrations or nothing. He
Yeah.
just hand the
Hey,
ball to the ref
his
and walk
dad
off the
or
field.
his understanding
Never
was
missed a game.
act like you've been there
Hey,
before.
never
That
missed a
was
game.
Barry thing.
Never missed a game.
Yeah, Barry thing was act like you've been there before.
Mhm.
That was
Just
his
a
life.
classy guy.
Yeah,
And I'm
But-
not a Lions fan. I'm not really a Barry's fan, but I respect him.
but
for
to
that.
what you was talking about, what was you saying? You said something about.
Barry was sweet though.
You
Okay.
said something about
I
Cal.
was saying.
Yeah, well, Calvin want that money back.
The sign
Yeah,
bonus.
'cause
But
they
he
took
feels
1.6
like, you know,
million.
they
want
offered
him
him
to work.
they
for it.
offered him a couple of deals on getting the money back from.
They want him to work for
but
it.
they want him to work for him. He feels like he done already earned that money. He shouldn't have
But
to come
Calvin-
and work for something that's already his.
But
That's what he's saying.
Calvin, you did quit on this team right before the season started. That's kind of a very. They can't even draft your replacement. You did that right before the season started, not around draft time. You waited to draft went over, camp was over, right before the season started. You
Let's
quit.
be honest.
And then wait a minute, let me
Okay,
finish
go
this
ahead.
point. And right before the season started, and then they wanted some of the money back. It was only 1.6 million. You made a lot of money with the Lions, Calvin Johnson. They did a lot for you. You did a lot for the team. My thing is this: they want you to be an ambassador. I mean, what could that consist of?
How
Some
much work?
free
How much
hotel
work is
rooms,
that, yeah?
some free planes, maybe even
That
a
ain't-
Lear
that ain't
jet.
no fun to him.
I mean, you part of the organization history. I mean,
But-
come on,
and
Calvin.
how proud of
You
you
connect.
of that?
You got that gold. You got that gold jacket
How proud of you
from
of
being
that?
part of that organization. I mean,
I get that,
I don't understand how guys when they want to
He's
just
bitter.
turn their back
I can see
on,
him, I can see
you
him
know.
being bitter. They didn't trade him when he asked to be traded, man.
I get that.
Yeah,
I mean, that would have been a horrible. I
I
mean,
didn't want to come back
I mean,
and keep
but
losing my whole career.
I mean,
why didn't
but
they trade him?
blah. You know
Why didn't
damn
they trade
well
him?
why they didn't trade.
Why?
Why would I trade the best receiver, one of the best
Why'd you do
receivers
your quarterback?
all time?
Why'd you do your quarterback?
Stafford was not one of the greatest
He was the best
quarterbacks
one
all
they
time.
had.
He best on.
Best one they ever
We
had.
talking about a
best
talent
one
in
they
Calvin
ever had.
Johnson that's like generational. I mean, he was like a Jerry Rice,
He was at the
a
end of his
Randy
career.
Moss. I mean, Calvin was
He
Megatron.
was at the end of his career.
What's come on?
At the end of his career.
Stafford was just another quarterback.
He did what most teams would do anyway, and would cut them guys and throw them away. He
Every
actually
Lion
traded to contender, man. And they said no. I thought that was classless by the organization.
I'm going to tell you something about
I
that
thought it was
organization.
classless by the
I'm
organization.
going to tell you something about that organization in comparison to ours.
No, we take care of our own.
Because guess what? Every quarterback,
We won, too.
every quarterback that played for the Dallas Cowboys, after they play for the Dallas Cowboys, they do not play for another team beside this red bandit. But I was a rental. He not considered a Dallas. I'm talking about every quarterback we ever had that was a franchise quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. They never went on to play for another team. That's what I'm saying. Every quarterback for the Lions, though, went to play for another team.
Look at Tom Brady. Okay, he asked to be traded. That was a different scenario right there. And New England did the right thing.
That's total different. And the
They
thing,
let him go.
yeah.
They let him go.
Well, I
man.
think they should have traded him
They let
and
him
got
go,
some
man.
value. I
But
think
they
they
let him
should have
go.
traded him.
I'm just saying though. You know.
I think
come
the
on, man. It
Eagles.
wouldn't have hurt was the Lions going to be a better organization without Calvin? If Calvin had retired at the end of the year prior, would the Lions be an organization?
Oh, you're right, because they didn't do nothing to surround
They're not
him.
gonna, so it didn't affect them at all. That's my point. So why not take care of your player, man? He asked to be traded. Trade me to a contender, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of losing. I've been here 10 years and they never won.
I say this.
I'm ready to. At
Even
some
though
point,
we
I want to
losing,
be considered a winner.
Even though we haven't won a Super Bowl, I wouldn't be willing to
winning?
trade our Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I wouldn't be willing to trade Dak Prescott just because he wants
Dak Prescott ain't at the end of his career.
I mean, even if it come to that, I'm not gonna be willing to say let him go. Oh, what's
We
that?
did with Dez
Let
Bryant.
Dak go get with. We totally just let Dez go.
I'm
I
just
think
saying.
Dez was a
I'm just
victim of the Terrell Owens stuff. I think that's what it was for
For
him.
whatever reason, we let him go, and he was a staple number 88 in our organization. And we let him go still.
Hey, there goes Jersey
I'm
right
just
there.
saying.
Hey,
That's my point.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
looking
that's it right there, right back there. They see it. They see it. Right there. Y'all see it.
yeah.
But that's my point, man.
Yeah.
That's my point. When you're a classy organization, dog, you take care of your veterans.
Yeah.
Now, if they want to leave, man, you let them go, man.
Yeah.
Send them to.
Yeah.
Send them
They
somewhere
wanna
where
go
they
I
can
give you
represent.
that. That's a
Come on,
good
man,
point.
That's all. That's just and for the Lions to do it for Stafford,
Right.
and not those two, I have
Right.
a problem with that.
Right. That's
I
a
got a
major
problem with
deal.
that. So if I see some Lions tickets laying around, I'm gonna set them on fire. I'm not
Right.
going to the game.
Right. Oh wow.
I wouldn't even give them away.
Unless we own the ticket, you going to that game.
Oh, Cowboys.
Oh,
they
yeah,
already-
so we
you already
can-
bought your own by that point.
That's so we could have
But
a
I'm
whole
just saying,
stadium
man,
loud,
but
you
that's
know?
why
Yeah.
your organization continues to be cursed.
Right.
Because you're not doing the right
Yeah.
thing by your players.
Yeah.
Man.
Right.
And I can go all the way back to Al Bubba Baker with that.
And see, they think we saying
They did
this
the
out
same
of
thing
hate,
with him.
but
They
this
were
is
on
just
the cusp-
football.
The Lions were on the cusp of winning the NFC Championship.
Bubba Baker,
with
number
Al
60.
Bubba Baker. And they did the same thing. They traded him.
I
Then
remember
they
he
did
had
it
that
to
neck
Lovis
roll
Brown.
on.
Then they did it to Jerry Ball.
And Kevin
That's what
Glover.
they do. They did it to Kevin Glover.
All Pro Bowl players.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
All
And,
right,
and people,
let's move
yeah,
on
let's
from
move
Lions. I'm
on.
getting depressed.
Yeah.
I'm going to start
Yeah.
cutting lights off.
Right.
And eat
I'm about to
Lorna
give you
cookies.
I'm about to give you the suicide
Yeah,
prevention
man,
number
listen,
in a
I'm
minute.
getting
God
real
damn it,
depressed.
shit.
Real depressed talking about the damn Lions.
Right.
I'm
Do we-
ready to
do-
watch the Wiz again.
Right.
Just 'cause of that.
So let's cover some games. What was the game that stuck out to y'all? For me, it was that Monday Night Thriller
Ooh, that was a good one.
and Kansas City coming back on the Cleveland Browns.
That was a good one, too. I like the Pittsburgh and Bills game.
Pittsburgh Bills was
Yeah,
good.
speaking of Pittsburgh and Bills.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming.
Speaking of Pittsburgh,
I'm comfortable. I'm
Pittsburgh
comfortable.
and Bills.
My man didn't let me down.
Mr.
The defense let me down.
16 points is enough, huh?
Hey, you went into
okay.
Pittsburgh
No,
and took
no.
an L.
16
You went in
points.
Pittsburgh and took an L.
Was it
First
in
game of the
Pittsburgh?
season. Yeah, it was in
Oh, okay.
Pittsburgh.
So
I
that
mean,
makes-
understandable.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You know,
260
he did his
million.
job. He did his job.
He did his job.
He did his
16
part.
So 16 points is enough.
Dak Prescott did his part.
Hell,
Yeah.
Dak
And
Prescott
we
scored
lost.
29 points.
Well, you went against some more.
16 points?
Well, Pittsburgh got a good defense. I don't care about that first game rankings. They traditionally got.
Well,
They just
let's
paid
just tell
that
the
day.
fans.
They had just gave T.J. Watt all that,
All that-
102
yeah,
million
Okay.
for 4 years, 28 million a year.
102 ain't 260.
Well, he a linebacker, so
Okay, I'm just saying.
different. Just,
260.
yeah.
Ugh.
Oh,
Ugh.
keep watching, because
I-
we gonna
I
have
am.
this. We gonna have this
I am.
conversation
I
every
am.
week.
We
This is a side conversation.
So this week,
I won't give you no.
I
winner.
won.
I give
I
it
just
a.
wanna hear
I
you.
get at a
I just
watch.
wanna hear you say
I
it.
get at a watch.
so this week I won.
So
Week one.
what are we?
Let's
What
write
are
it
we
down.
gonna do? We going about L's and W's?
I'm going by his performance.
I would give him a solid performance in that game.
16
He
points
didn't
was enough.
He threw. I think he might have threw one pick.
So what
Could have
you're
been a
telling
tip
me
ball.
is
Could have been a
for
tip ball.
$260 million quarterback, 16 points is enough.
I mean, every week, any
on,
given
man, just
Sunday.
answer the
Come
question,
on,
man.
man.
Is
I
16
can't.
points enough
Hey,
for
we
a
gotta watch
quarter-
the tape. We gotta bring the tape in.
You see that, Chris?
I mean,
You see
stuff
that?
happens in games.
Look,
You
we
know,
gonna go to
the
my man,
Pittsburgh
Lo Billy,
Steelers.
and
The
ask Lo Billy
Steelers
what
probably
you-
had a
Lo Max,
control
man, what you think?
offense.
Can I ask my man that?
Y'all ain't
Lo
about to
Max,
bring me in
come
this
on,
best.
He can make his own decision. He can make his
Y'all,
decision.
y'all keep that mess to yourself.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate. Hey, give it up. Bam. That was twin power. That was like a twin power. That was twin power. How dare you?
Evil twin. He already said that.
How dare you? Try to violate that. You tried to violate that. You see, we ain't got you. He did. Hey, one more time, bro. Bam.
Next time I'm coming across the table like Tommy and
Hey, dog, you know what this is? This Jason Witten and Tony Romo and you Terrell Owens over there.
I feel like Skip Bayless right now, dog. I feel like
With Shannon Sharp, with Shannon and Stephen A.
Yeah, with Shannon and Stephen A.
Wow,
Yeah, I look
wow.
like Stephen A.
That's a shot at my hairline. See?
Yeah.
That's a shot at my hairline.
He
You know
went
what I'm saying?
there. He signed it up for him. I'm about to fall out my chair, man. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. He dropped top. Drop the top.
Y'all know what it is.
Yeah.
That Velcro up there.
Okay, let's get. All right. Oh, man. You about to go in. Right.
Do a whole set.
Oh, man.
But that was, that was a good game. I enjoyed that Pittsburgh Bills game. It was a defensive game. I love defense.
Right.
And, but moving on from there, another good game that I enjoyed watching was that Green Bay debacle.
Oh, yeah. With Aaron Rodgers, yeah.
I know he got it.
But Jameis Winston, let's talk about him. 5 touchdown passes.
100 and some yards.
137
That is-
QBR, I
That
think.
is crazy. I'm talking about his yards. He
Yeah.
didn't have a lot of yards. He barely had 200, if that.
Yeah.
That was the most points scored with the minimal amount of yards in NFL history. That was
Right.
impressive. Give it up for Jameis, dog.
Jameis Winston. Hey, I'm gonna eat some W's. I'm eating W's right now. We gotta eat some W's. Well, W's. Gotta eat W's. Everybody eat some
No, we can't
W's.
say crab legs because that's what your boy
Yeah,
said. Why
yeah.
are you talking sharp about Jameis? Jameis, did y'all hear that? Well, reportedly, Robert Griffith Jr.
Oh, I saw that.
RG3
I
was
saw
getting-
that.
was talking smack about Jameis Winston on Twitter. And
Right.
Needless to say, he backtracked and backpedaled and all of that, but he was talking about the crab legs.
Right. Well, staying on week 1 and shocking stuff. Excuse me. I was impressed by the Houston Texans.
They won.
I was impressed
The
by
adversity and everything.
Man,
they did.
oh my God! I was
Who's that
very,
quarterback?
even though they was playing a
Was that
rookie.
TJ?
No,
not TJ, but what's the
It's your
quarterback?
boy, San Diego Chargers. He was just there.
He been everywhere.
He been on
Tyrod.
Tyrod Taylor.
Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor.
That's what it was.
Yep,
I can't think
Tyrod
of his name,
Taylor.
but yeah.
Because everywhere he go, he get pushed out because they want to bring in another rookie outshot.
Keep chucking
Yep,
on.
and he keep on doing his thing.
getting his
I
money,
love that
too.
about Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, he been making good money
Yeah, 'cause
too.
they got rid of Hopkins.
Yep.
They cleaned house.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
even the
Even
coach,
J.J. Watt gone.
J.J. Watt.
Yep,
and
he
the
in
coach,
Arizona.
too. O'Brien's
Yep,
gone.
yep.
They got a whole new team.
Oh, that
You got-
O'Brien destroyed that team.
You got the Deshaun Watson mess going on down there.
Yeah.
He ain't even with the team.
They got Mark Ingram over there. Nah, he's not. He's with the team, but he's not active.
Okay.
They ain't heard nothing going on about that.
Yeah, he's not active. I don't even think he was on the sideline in that game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I ain't seen no footage of that.
Right.
You know, but I was happy for this game, but the Broncos beating the Giants, that was a shock.
Screw the Broncos.
I had the Giants winning that.
That was my boy.
I did too.
Quarterbacking for the Broncos too.
Who was quarterbacking? Teddy Bridgewater. Yup. I was impressed by the Rams too. I knew they were going to win that game, but in that fashion. Yeah. Speaking of that fashion and translating that, my bro was talking about the Eagles beating Atlanta the way they beat them. He was like, "Did you see the score?" That's what I said. I can't go too far with that. You know, I'm gonna give you some love for winning that game.
We're gonna move on from that game.
Yeah, they might as well have been playing the Bishop Sycamore team. They might as well have been playing the Bishop Sycamore team, the high school that don't exist.
Right. I saw the way they was working. I saw the way they worked to get Devontae Smith open. You know, they was doing little pick plays because he's gonna have a hard time getting off the line. He a little fella. You know, so.
Plus, not only that, but Atlanta took a big blow too, man, with the injury to Jerry Judy.
Yeah.
No, that was different. That's different.
Who was that?
Jerry Judy was different. Yeah. And that
Chris,
you know that broke my heart. You know that broke my heart because I'm a fan of Jerry Judy.
I sent you.
Yeah, you sent it to me. I'm a fan of Jerry Judy. Yep.
Because we had just talked about Jerry. And see, the reason why Jerry Judy will always be on my mind is because of the fact that the Broncos chose him right before we chose CD. If you look at that draft, you know what I'm saying?
They got two players that they picked.
Yeah, and they both was from Alabama.
You hear me? They got two players that they picked right before.
No, they both ain't from Alabama. CD from Oklahoma.
Yeah, but they got two players that they picked before us that I wanted on the Cowboys.
Oh yeah. Well, that's just.
The other one was the corner.
Yeah, that's just like this year.
Surtain.
Yeah. No, that was this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I thought you said that was another player.
Yeah. Did I send you on that?
What's that?
I saw an article about Patrick Surtain, and I was like, man, that's what we hurting at. That we would have preferred him over Michael, even though they were saying Michael was the best defensive player. For us, it made more sense for us to get that.
That's where we get.
But
we would be in a whole nother spot.
We was all talking about that because we
thought
that Patrick Surtain was going to be the guy.
And Denver did that to us. So now I look at Jerry Judy like, karma. Yeah.
Is Von Miller playing?
We're not sure. He should be out there. Okay. I don't know what he.
Denver, okay. That's an impressive win.
Yeah.
Anytime you beat an NFC East opponent that's not a Cowboy, I love it.
Right.
That other bum team lost too.
Right.
Washington.
Right. So this week the Broncos got a pretty much a gimme win. They might.
They go Lions.
Well, okay. I bet not the Lions. The next worst.
Who?
Jacksonville.
Yes, sir. I knew you would get it.
Yes, sir.
I knew you would get it. That's what I said. Give me, He giving W's away this year.
Yeah.
So
and when you mentioned that Urban Meyer, he said it was no way he was going to USC.
I figured that.
So he just gonna stay.
But you never know what he a snake type of guy, so you never know.
I don't trust the word.
You can't. So the best game this week, they saying it's gonna be our Cowboys and Chargers. It's like a 50% win for either team. It's like right there. I think it's gonna be tougher for the Cowboys to win this game than a lot of us Cowboy fans think, because to me,
there's no easy win.
Exactly, and the San Diego Chargers are one of the most complete teams in the NFL.
They up and coming.
They are. They are a great team to me.
I ain't ready to call them great yet. But
I'm ready to call them a good team.
Who they got? Justin Herbert. He's their quarterback, right? Okay.
Yeah. They definitely got great wide receivers. They got a very good running back, and the defense is solid. Defense is solid. They got guys at every three levels. That's game changers. So this game gonna be tough. It's in San Diego.
I have to see some more of them.
It's in San Diego. It's gonna be in the Los Angeles Stadium.
Going down 0-2.
I don't see that neither. So
I'm going with the Cowboys.
I'm definitely going to Cowboys. Okay. So that's week one. I mean, that's the first game. Week two. So next game we got on the slot.
Tonight, what's tonight's game?
We're gonna say that last. We're gonna
say that for last. Okay.
49ers, Eagles. I like the 49ers.
I do too.
Easy.
I like the 49ers.
Easy. They're going to show the Eagles and that.
And Rod Stokes, I hope you watching
and
this game.
Jalen Hurts a real
I
team.
hope you watching this episode, bro,
Yeah.
because we all going with the 49ers.
Yeah, we going Niners.
Over them Eagles.
Niners.
We all going 49ers
And this
over
is
them
in Philly.
Eagles.
Niners.
This is in Philly, y'all.
The Philly fans crazy though. I give them that.
They got
Niners.
the matchup predictor is 52-46.
Niners.
Niners.
Yeah.
What we got next? Who we got?
Bengals, Bears. I like Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like either one. Actually,
Well-
you know what? I'm gonna go.
In Chicago.
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Chicago
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
54-45.
And I'm gonna say the Bengals. Bengals impressed me in week 1. They won.
This is Chicago.
They won. Bengals won.
This is a young team going on the road.
The Bengals won last.
Bengals a young team
Y'all
going
don't
on
think
the
y'all
road.
don't think we gonna see a Justin Fields sighting
I
this
think-
week?
I think we are. Definitely.
I think
And
Joe Burrow is the
Joe,
real
we're going to see
deal.
Joe Burrow to Jamar
I
Chase.
think he the
Two,
real
Yeah.
two
deal.
college teammates doing what they did at
I think he
LSU.
the real deal.
And you know
did
what?
you see Jamar Chase go off last
Yeah,
week?
yeah.
That was his teammate.
I know.
Yep.
He got his
I
boy.
know.
Yeah. I like that.
I'm telling you.
Me too. I like that a
little
lot.
young Team, man.
So I might have to
I
revisit
I
this.
just don't like.
Cause I don't
Chicago.
trust Chicago.
I don't like
me
Chicago.
neither. I never trusted
I
Chicago.
don't like
They
Chicago.
disappoint me every time.
I'll stay the
Bro, William,
Will,
your team disappoint me.
I'm gonna stay with the Bears on that. I'm gonna stay the odd man
now
now to be with the Bears on that.
Yeah.
Now you got Hov.
So where we at with that
you
one?
going with the Bears?
I'm gonna stick with the Bears.
And you with Bengals?
I'm going Bengals.
Let me see which way I'm gonna flip, or I'm gonna stay.
You said you
Flip
like
or
the
stay.
Here,
Bears.
here go
We
coin.
heard you.
Here go coin.
Flip or stay.
It was all Bears.
This a
Here
flip
go,
or stay.
here go coin
This a
right
flip.
here.
This-
You
I
about to
thought
flip
about
the
that
coin.
guy.
Andy Dalton.
And
I was
then
like,
I'm thinking
no,
that-
era is over with.
And then I'm thinking in week 1 that the Rams aerial attack was outstanding against that Bear defense. So because Stafford had like a perfect rating down there. So I'm like,
He's like one
Bur-
And no
yeah,
turnovers
Burrow
in
gonna
it?
have
No
a field day.
turnovers?
Yeah. So I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna take Bengals.
Okay.
Because I ain't gonna put my slot in. I'm gonna keep statistics of this too. So we see who win at the end of the year. The winner of us in our group the winner gonna get dinner on the other two.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
All right.
Good.
Sound good?
All right, sound good.
Top hats for everybody.
There it is. Top hat.
Top
Who was that over there? Oh, Purity. Oh, yeah. In the freeway. You went back on this top hat. Oh, wow. This one gonna be
You
easy.
want cheese on that?
This one gonna be
What we
easy.
got?
Even though I talked a lot about how I was proud of the Texans, they taking the L this week. They going to Cleveland.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Cleveland gonna bounce back.
They
Yeah,
got Cleveland to 79-20.
Yeah, Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland gonna bounce back for sure. I think Cleveland. They struggled in week 1 though, man. But I think they might have. Is Odell coming back yet? Or
No, I don't think so.
He got ruled out. Still.
Yeah, I think he
has
out.
been ruled
Yeah.
out. But I just like.
I like Cleveland.
Cleveland has such high expectations from
They are.
last
They're
season.
gonna be good.
That's a tough opening game for them, man.
Yeah, that
Tennessee
was
to
going
open
against
up with.
in KC.
So
Come on.
I think Cleveland.
They're
bounce
going back
also.
home with the fans. They gonna win this one.
Cleveland
That's
bounce
easy.
back.
Easy.
What you think?
Of
Cleveland.
course, Cleveland. That's easy.
Cleveland.
Okay, clean and sweet Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cleveland.
All right. This is another pretty easy one. Even though it's in Indy, they got the Rams.
Oh yeah.
I got Rams.
I got Rams.
Winning their first
Yeah,
5, 6
yeah,
games.
yeah. That's an easy.
And they're gonna separate
Yeah.
themselves early from the
Yeah.
pack.
Yeah.
We ain't no lone wolves yet.
Mm-mm.
Let's
We go
see.
Rams.
All right. Oh, you was a lone wolf on that on Chicago game. You the lone.
I'm the
wolf.
lone wolf on Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were big.
Yeah. This one is a tough one, and this my boy. This one you know it's the Bills.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bills
That's a L.
Dolphins. Bills Dolphins
Ooh.
in Miami.
Conference game.
That's the other.
Conference.
That's our
means
Cowboy game and this game are the two even match games of the week. This 50-49 right here, and Buffalo got the 50. So I'm going Buffalo
Well, because I'm
in Miami,
because
divisional rival.
because I am the player hater in the house. If you see him pointing
Oh,
out,
definitely going.
I'm going.
Definitely.
I'm going Miami
Chris,
because that $260 million man.
you gonna go against him every week.
every week.
I already know.
Every week.
Until you say that boy
Until you
earned
say
it.
uncle.
You gonna have to say uncle. at
You
the
gonna
end
have
of
to
this.
say uncle.
One of us is that's another side
But
bet
that's
between
a shame.
me and you.
That's a shame though because I actually had Buffalo making a deep run in the playoffs this year.
So now you gotta hate on
He
him.
struggled, and he got.
He didn't struggle. The team struggled.
16 points. He struggled. Since he struggled, 16 points got to be the lowest. I'm gonna look it up too. That got to be one. Well, no, because
I'll tell you.
scored 3.
Yeah,
one
the
of the
Falcons
lowest.
scored 6.
It
The
had to
Titans
be.
scored 13. Let's see. I'm gonna keep you going.
Okay, it ain't
Jets
many more
scored
than that.
14.
It ain't many more.
Packers scored 3.
Okay.
Bears
You said
scored
that already.
14. That was a lot. That's 1, 2.
That's
Giants
cool. I
scored
got 5.
13.
That's 5.
Oh, it's a lot.
That's 6.
About 8.
Okay, keep going.
I said about
so
8.
260 get you in the top 10.
I
lowest
mean,
in the
you
league.
keep on saying that.
No, I'm just saying 260 get you top 10
You
lowest
keep
in the
on.
league.
You gonna keep on hating on that brother.
But I'm just saying.
I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull his
Tom
stats
Brady
up.
ain't. How many? What Tom Brady scored? 31.
Jared Allen, 30 for 51.
Mm-hmm.
About a 50. Better
It's
than
over 50.
50%.
It's
About
over 50.
60.
No,
About,
not quite 60. It's
about 58.
55.
270 yards.
Mhm.
You tried. What you called it that earlier?
270. What else?
You called it something.
What else?
Average 5 yards of throw.
Mm-hmm.
1 TD.
Mm-hmm.
0 picks. I thought he threw a pick. He
Mhm.
threw no picks.
So
Got
they-
sacked 3
so-
times.
So they punter
Got
the-
sacked 3 times.
But he run the ball, so that ain't saying much. So they punter is what you're saying was the MVP of the game.
Okay.
Sound
I'm
like
glad
a
you
punter.
brought that up. He ran the ball 9 times for 44 yards. 4.9 a carry.
Oh, that's solid.
Longest was 11-yard run.
And what was the end result of the game?
You lost by 7.
Oh.
23-16.
But he
In
lost.
Pittsburgh.
But he lost.
I think
Because
Chris,
last
I don't
year-
want to bring you
but
in
last
there.
year in the conversation,
But
you
I'm
said-
going to give me a W for that, for my guy that week.
But when last year
Them
in the
stats-
conversation,
Huh?
he said, but he took us all the way to the AFC Championship.
Hey, he going to do it again. Yeah, I mean, but that was a tough game. They had a
That's why he
bad.
got paid.
And then let's see what Big Ben did. Man, Big Ben had a QBR of 28. He wasn't that
28?
good. Yeah, he wasn't that good. He was 18. Oh, Big Ben actually had a better game.
Oh, okay. Now you're talking. So-
Well, not really. 188 yards passing.
Okay.
It all depends on what type of guy you
What
are
was
with
the
stats.
efficiency on his passes?
Oh, he was 18 for 32. Same.
18, no, he was higher. That's a little higher.
18 for 36 would have been 50.
18 for 32 is
It's-
14 incompletions out of.
Out of 8, that's almost half.
Right.
So that ain't
no,
good.
it's not almost half.
Yeah, 36 would have been half.
Yeah, okay.
So that that ain't good. And Big Ben, 4 carries, 5 yards.
run
We know he don't run right.
But he is a former Super Bowl MVP 2
I give you that.
time. No, one time. My
One
bad.
time.
My bad.
Who
Heinz
got
Ward
the?
got the other one.
Yeah, he deserved
My
it
bad.
too.
My bad.
Okay, so just like I say, my guy, we just called the stats out. My guy had a good game.
Yeah, but he ain't got no Super Bowl MVP.
His team let him down that
But
game.
he ain't no Super Bowl MVP.
Right. Not yet. He early. He's
Oh,
a
he
second
did.
year guy.
He won the
Well,
conference.
don't do that to
He
him.
won the same conference that the Flint Tropics was in.
Well, don't do that to
And
him.
he waited till
He ain't-
Tom Brady left that conference to do it.
Big Ben was
So I
a
wouldn't be putting two.
Big Ben is in NFL history. He is
Yeah,
an anomaly.
absolutely. He's a
He
Hall
took
of
a team.
Famer.
He
First
won the
ballot.
Super Bowl at his rookie year.
Yeah, first ballot Hall of
that's an
Famer.
anomaly.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's stay on.
Let's get
Just
off
stay on
the
topic.
board.
Yeah.
I just had to. Though.
I know you.
So I'm going Miami. That's where we was at.
Right.
Okay,
So
I'm
it was
going
Buffalo,
I'm a
Miami.
hater now.
Buffalo.
There we go.
Yeah.
My bro, he always
Yeah.
come through.
Both
Yeah.
of those like
You got.
Buffalo
Hey.
Wild Wings.
So now we gonna do like NFL Network. I want to hear a howl when you lone wolf. Come on, give me a howl. All right, moving on. We gonna go New England at New York Jets. Easy for me, New England.
New England.
65.
New England. Yeah,
34.
we ain't even got to discuss that one.
Now I don't want to
I
talk
don't
a
think it's
lot.
gonna be no blowout.
I don't either, because it's gonna
Jets
still.
played
Because
hard.
I like that quarterback for the
Jets played
Jets.
hard.
I like that
They
about
lost,
them.
but they played hard.
They do, and it's gonna be tougher than the.
In
Patriots.
fact, they played.
It's in New
Carolina.
England,
Did
too.
They play Carolina.
Right.
We
The
didn't
fact
even
that
talk
it be.
about that matchup
Oh,
from last week. Not that we're gonna spend much
yeah,
time.
we
on it, 'cause it's a
can't.
rookie game.
Yeah. But,
But
as we said,
quarterbacks,
the
because like you
Darnold.
said, Sam
The
Darnold
Darnold
gets
went home.
traded,
Yep.
and then they play his
Yep. Against his rookie replacement that they
Beat him.
drafted number 2
beat him.
and beat him.
Kudos to Sam
Yeah.
Darnold.
Yeah, good one.
Kudos to
Kudos.
Sam Darnold. I like
So
Sam
I
Darnold.
like Sam Darnold,
He
USC.
just need to get
I
coached up.
liked him coming out of the draft. I
I
think
did
he should
too.
have been the number 1 pick.
But
that
he
year.
went to the Jets.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah.
Bad coaching.
Yeah, killed him. Okay, moving on. Oh, damn, another toughie.
What you got?
Vegas going to Pittsburgh. I got Pitt for me.
I don't trust the Raiders.
I never will trust the
I don't
Raiders.
trust the Raiders. I mean,
And I don't care negative comments. Yeah, this a negative comment. I don't trust the Raiders. They tried to lose the game twice in one night. I'm not trusting that. Go Steelers.
Against a beat up
against a beat up Raven team. Get out of here with that comment.
Once you got Lamar,
And who that person know who this to?
Ooh, Raider Nation.
Negative comment.
This
This is the Raider Nation.
It's a Raider Nation guy.
Y'all out there playing around with victories just on the 1 yard line, and y'all throwing picks in the end zone in overtime. Who does that?
Off the chest.
the Raiders.
Who dare?
The Raiders do that.
The
Raiders
AFC
does
Detroit
that.
Lions.
Right.
Out of here.
They're not the Lions.
A negative
They
comment.
are not the Lions.
Ain't
Well,
no
yeah,
negative
Jacksonville.
comment.
No. The Raiders
Yeah.
is one of the most storied franchises.
I'm hating right now.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, nah, come on.
Yeah,
that's
because
John
I
Madden.
get them theirs. Yeah,
John
the
Madden.
80s I love. I still like the Raiders. I liked their attitude, their swag. Yeah, I liked it all that. The
But
what they
this
call it,
Raiders
the
team
Raiders
just can't be
zone.
trusted in my book. I
Or
can't
di-
trust
I got
this
you.
Raiders team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
got a lot of good.
Come
young
on
talent.
with your
And
pick.
I like Waller, man.
You definitely like the Steelers winning this. Come on,
I don't like the Steelers.
you ain't ready to holler out no wolf, are you? You gonna take the Raiders in Pittsburgh?
You know what?
Whoa!
Wow. That's my upset.
You on
system.
record?
All right, so
That's
yeah.
my upset system.
All right.
So we got a
Don't-
couple silver
when you
bullets
say
right
these
there
picks-
next
It's
week,
going
right?
ham on the
While you saying these picks, don't forget about that dinner. That's all. I'm gonna re-bring that back in.
No problem. You want onions on your top hats?
I'll eat top hats. So
You don't want onions on your top hats?
if I win, I ain't worried about no top hat. 'Cause that's not what I'm going.
Well, you know what? Okay, man. I'll make you a potted meat casserole.
There you
Potted
go.
meat casserole.
Or go over. Or give me a bean pie. What the hell?
The bean pies is good.
I
man.
wish I would.
What?
Never in life
Oh,
would I even attempt.
That's
Oh man, the bean pies in Philadelphia.
Bro, that's disrespectful.
Oh my God.
Never would I even
That
attempt
is
to put that in my
disrespectful.
body.
What?
My body does not relate good with beans. Period.
Oh
Don't say that.
man.
Yeah, never in
Bean
life.
pie.
Man, bean
I'm
pie.
sure, maybe.
It don't taste nothing like beans.
I'm sure, maybe, but I would never even
delicious.
attempt to
Yeah,
put that in
I
my
agree.
body.
It's delicious.
First
My
time,
body doesn't react.
first time
well.
I had one, I was in Philadelphia, man. It was,
I
I
used
was
to
like,
do that.
When a
man.
bow tie gave that to you,
Who?
a bow tie gave that to you.
Yeah.
That bean pie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I bought it.
Yeah. I know you bought it.
Give me shit.
He gave you a magazine with it too, a newspaper or something. Or some fruit, yeah.
No,
All
it
that.
was
you
actually
bought the
the
combo.
restaurant that I
You got
went
the
to.
combo.
I got the combo.
You got the
Some
combo.
grapes. I got
But yeah,
some
with the
grapes.
grapes,
Bag of grapes.
grapes and the newspaper. Yeah.
Final call, baby.
Final call, baby.
It was in a restaurant for me. You
You
know,
went
'cause
wolf
it-
on that
I
one.
can't say I totally agree with everything. Fair.
Oh, I'ma love texting you on this
I love-
game.
I love what
Up-
they really
updates
about.
because I see the Steelers getting. I mean,
My folks.
I see the Raiders getting blown out in this game for some reason
Okay.
because they up too high from that little win Monday night short
That's
week.
why I think they're gonna win.
In
2
the short
minutes.
in the
They're
short
feeling
week,
good.
2 minutes.
Okay.
Saints Panthers, easy Saints.
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 Broncos Jaguars,
Broncos.
Broncos. Yeah. Vikings Cardinals. I think the Cardinals gonna
Cardinals.
shot. That NFC West is tough.
Yeah.
You ain't going with the Vikings.
I'm going Vikings.
In Arizona. In Arizona. Okay.
All
You
right.
win long shot. You
They
gonna
gonna
be
be
paying
blowing
for.
that horn.
One of us gonna be out eating good on them.
Hey, they're gonna be blowing that horn in
Ah, woo. Nah, it ain't in Minnesota. It's in Arizona.
He going on the road too. He travels.
Falcons, Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Buccaneers.
Yeah, easy. I ain't even gonna
Yeah,
look
it's
at
trash.
none of that. The other tough one. Titans at Seattle. I'm taking Seattle. 0-2 Titans.
I'm gonna
I ain't
say-
going against
I'm
Russell
taking
Williams.
Titans just because I don't think they can
70-29.
afford to go to-
That's the percentages predicted. I'm going with Seattle too. I'm going with 70%.
You know what? I'm going with Seattle.
I'm gonna stick
I
with the
just don't
Titans.
trust
I
Wow.
would stick
Let
with
me
the
hear
Titans,
it.
man.
Let me
Yeah.
hear it.
Oh!
I'm gonna eat good on
Titans.
y'all.
Stick with the
Y'all
Titans.
going
I'ma
long
stick
wolves.
with it.
Yeah, I like these wolves. I ain't hollered the wolf out yet. And I ain't done it in this game. I'm not gonna holler wolf. Damn, one of y'all is. Chiefs at Ravens. You ain't even hit him in the head.
Soon as I heard Chiefs.
I'm gonna kind of be going against the Ravens a lot because I got my own personal reasons, but I'm going
You don't
against
like
the
Lamar?
Ravens. I got my own personal reasons.
Okay.
All the listeners, I got my reasons. I don't
Okay,
like
you
the
don't
Ravens.
wanna
I used to
tell
like the
You
Ravens.
don't want to tell him?
At halfway point, I'm gonna talk about it.
Okay.
All right. Last game, Monday Night Special, local.
Boo. Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
In
Green
Lambeau
Bay.
too.
Bay. Green Bay.
Green Bay.
I hope they bust 100 of them boys.
I don't think I went Wolf not one time. I didn't.
Nah, you
Yeah,
did.
50 on them boys.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna win this easy because y'all keep going long
Who
with.
played tonight? Did we mention that yet?
No, we didn't mention tonight's game.
Oh yeah, we saved it for last. Our division, the NFC
All right.
least,
Okay, don't
that
say
they
nothing.
call
Don't
it.
tell me.
It ain't the Eagles,
So
and
it's
it ain't us.
Washington and it's the Giants.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I did see that.
In
Washington Giants.
the football team stadium.
Oh,
I'm taking the football team.
I like Washington.
Yeah, you
Football
got it.
team.
Yeah, that's a
Football
56,
team
43.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all went Wolf a few times. You hollered Wolf
I got
about
a
2
couple
times.
I don't
Yeah.
mind. I
Yeah,
don't
you
mind.
one time, I
don't
think.
mind. I
Yeah.
picked a couple upsets.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I
That,
like.
that's what might help you out
Yeah,
too.
you gotta be
you gotta
different. You
yeah,
gotta be
you gotta go against the grain.
Yeah, dare to be different.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let my boy Lomax take us out, y'all. We
Take
had a
us
good
out,
show.
Max.
All right, thanks. This has been another episode of Talk the Talk. I'm glad y'all back with us. Keep it right here on Facebook. Talk the Talk 313 at twitchtv.com and Talk the Talk on YouTube. And without further ado, we are out of this.
Wait,
And
what? One more. Wait, one thing. I gotta say one thing. Go NIU.
wait,
CJ
you know what?
Brown, do your thing a little bit against my Wolverines, but you know y'all gonna take that L. CJ,
That's
do
what's
your
up.
thing though.
Yeah.
All right.
That's your family, ain't it?
Yeah, that's
okay,
good,
family,
so,
that's
yeah.
good.
All right, but
Northern
yeah, sorry about that,
Illinois.
Chris.
Ah,
We
it's all
out.
good.
Illinois play Michigan.
Yeah.
We out.
All right, peace.